What are you? Don't worry. I'll give it back to you after this. I'm sure it's bugged, and we wouldn't want anyone listening in now, would we?
We'll take a few laps around the block, and then drop you back off at the hospital. Sorry, but we just need a bit of your time.
Very well. Who are you people?
We're just local detectives, but Kitakata-sensei is an acquaintance of ours. We know about Mitsuru-kun, and we know that 5 years ago, a man named Shinya Kawai mysteriously disappeared and died.
I have no idea what you're saying.
But you do. I know how this must come across right now, so I assure you, we aren't the ones posing a threat.
Fine. What is it you want, then?
All I want is the truth. In your own words. About Shinya Kawai, and how you carried out his murder.
You're mistaken. I didn't do it.
The other day you received a call from Kitakata-sensei, didn't you? He goes by the name Kawana now, and works as a handyman in Ijincho. He made that call because—
Confirm what?
Whether or not you were being watched by— As it turns out, you are. That kind of trait, unless you're they want to hit you where you're vulnerable. And that's what you are now, after Kawana. Do you understand, Kusumoto-san? You must really be some— You were never in this job for yourself. That's why you don't owe anyone anything. Combine all that with a capable bureaucrat, you're cleaning up how— Things you know, I understand. I think that—
I have more, and I have no doubt. To be quite frank, the established nature, which leads to also the more—
Are you implying it's public?
The world, but if you, in that regard— In other words, the constraints of these powers are— So the fact that I—
To these establishments?
I guess there's—
Yeah, and that's what— An event—
Yes.
Enacted— Your enemies— What? I'm guessing is the all to— Even after fight— But if they found—
How long—
As public that link not only— So not— That must have been when they got Kawana's name out of her. I think Sawa-sensei and Soma steps in. Kusumoto-san, you knew she was—
Wait, he said—
Kawana not— Has anybody from public security contacted you? Have you been approached by any strangers?
I have my suspicions.
What are their names? I imagine, because if all—
Yes.
Do you have any—
What they want—
Pension?
An independent—
What?
And certain groups want to take bigger risks with that money in order to generate more profit. In other words, they want the health ministry to use— They believe that's the only way to rebuild Japan's faltering economy and secure the future of—
I mean—
Of course. If the gamble actually pays off. But if we lost the gamble, then we wouldn't be able to guarantee anything for the— That's why the health ministry manages those funds conservatively.
Okay. I'm starting to understand now.
You do? Don't leave me in the dust, Yagami-san.
To be able to gamble all this taxpayer— And here's her position— Not only if a new
So—
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm guessing—
That's an assumption.
I have to ask you— I understand what you're—
If you've—
I do.
Aside from Kawai, the other students pretended like nothing happened. They put on their sad faces. And I don't think they really wanted Mitsuru to wake up. I bowed my head. It was only later that Kitakata-sensei— That's when I knew.
And your solution was to pull them into the quag—
If you already know so much.
How's your son doing now?
He could wake up any minute now. Of course, that's
I
been—
see.
We transferred him to Toto University Hospital. But it turns out they don't do it.
I get it now. Let me reiterate.
Then please, let me go.
Anything you want me to tell Kawhi?
I do. He needs to run. Far away. Public security has their sights on him. His capture is not in one's
You mean he—
Yes. No one—
They would expose—
Most likely—
I get that.
What?
Because in my opinion, you need to turn yourself in, Kusumoto-san.
You want me to admit to manslaughter? You think I killed a real man? I say he was less than one. Shinya Kawai. He was little more than a subhuman brute. And you saw it. You saw what that brute did to my son. I hated Kitakata-sensei. He was an incompetent teacher. An idiot who turned a blind eye to Mitsuru being tortured. But that changed when he suddenly showed up 8 years later. And then he showed me that video. He said, every bully in that video, they deserved to be punished. That it was the only way to get closure.
You took him up on it? But you of all people should have known better.
True. You're right about that. I struggled with it quite a bit. It's an unconscionable act, no matter how deep your animosity runs. But Kitakata-sensei's words hung on. I couldn't get them out of my head. I saw for myself. I went to Kamurocho, where I'd heard Kawai was working, at a girls' bar. So you know, after Mitsuru jumped that day, Kawai came to me in tears to apologize. I hadn't seen him in all that time. If he'd frozen in place when he saw me, if he'd been the slightest bit apologetic, I might have been able to stay my hand.
I take it he didn't do any of that.
Right. He didn't even recognize my face. And that's hardly the worst part of it, actually. When he saw me, he took me for some bawdy cougar on the prowl for young men. If you've got the cash, I'll show you a good time, he said. All those tears he'd shed years earlier were a farce. But I knew that. Deep down, I'd already known that. That was it. That was the moment I lost all doubt about killing him. And as for those other kids who bullied Mitsuru, they should thank me they didn't share his fate. But that's why. That's why I don't feel like I have any sins to atone for. Every night I pray he will wake up. What more can you ask me to endure?
Kawana said something similar. But you think you can repeat all that? This time say it to her.
Isn't that Sawa-san?
You and Kawana can congratulate yourselves. You got vengeance on a monster. But what you're choosing not to see is that your actions had consequences for her. It's vicious. I've seen this before. Justice for one at the cost of another. Someone innocent always pays the price. I won't just sit here and watch as history tries to repeat itself. By anyone. So, if you have a change of heart, just give me a call before you turn yourself in. That's all I had to say. We're back.
Right here okay, Yagami-san?
Yeah. I'm gonna go talk to Kawana. Need to tell him I met with Reiko Kusamoto.
He's gonna be pissed.
That's true.
Well, look who we have here. Haven't seen your mug in a while.
It's only been 2 or 3 days. Where's Kawana?
How should I put this? Would you freak out if he was right behind?
You know, this kind of shit is why you get on.
Couldn't we have done this by phone?
I just came from seeing Reiko Kusamoto. I told her to turn herself in.
What?
What did she have to say about that?
That she had no sin.
Of course not.
This isn't yours to finish. You would just let Sawa-sensei... How do you think her... Do they have to... With Sawa-sensei...
Say whatever you want, but if you cause Kusamoto...
That's exactly why I...
Listen, Yagami. She hides it well, but she's never... And she's not sure how to feel about killing...
If she was anything like you...
There's no evidence that she killed... Besides, even if she did turn herself in, the police wouldn't know.
Don't think for us. You've killed... My colleagues in Kamurocho are getting ready to appeal.
I wouldn't even call that bad. And by then...
You're just gonna...
Is that... Truth be told, Sawa-kun...
What is this?
After a horror...
Toshiro-kun came running to the roof. His face was pretty swollen. And a few minutes later, a student named Mikoshiba... I'll never forget the fear I saw in Toshiro-kun's face. He told me about everything. The teasing, the beatings, the theft. How nobody was on his side, and yet... they said there was no hope. Believe me, I never...
Sawa-kun's testimony in court was false, and she was racked with guilt over it.
And your first thought was to record it?
Yes. And then I played it for...
All you did was light the fires of...
You know, I've heard that bullying is almost... I mean, think about it. Would you stop cleaning a toilet? Somebody's always gotta get his hand.
And that somebody's gonna be you?
If it means I can prevent another Mitsuru Kusamoto, yes, I will keep killing. These bastards who prey on the defenseless must be punished. I wish the law would do its job.
I understand what you're saying, but you're taking it too far. Just...
If you really want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me.
I thought you guys were gonna start another fight.
Next time I go up against him...
Well, when that time comes, take it...
For real? What a waste. Really, guys? What a waste. And stay down. Really, guys? And stay down. What a waste. Let's go. And stay down.
いらっしゃいませ。
Now we're talking. Pretty tasty. Thanks.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Starving. Pretty tasty. Thanks.
ありがとうございました。
Hello?
It's Shirosaki. Are you...
Yeah. Is this about Ahara's trial?
Yes. Regarding the appeal.
Off the record? What do you mean?
They want to discuss with the judge beforehand whether or not Hara's murder. The video has gone viral.
Is the prosecution really gonna hold the line on it being...
That's quite possible, which is why we're meeting today in the courthouse conference.
Of course. I'll be there.
Thank you very much.
So what you're saying is, Yui Mamiya was not a victim of sexual battery, but rather she conspired with Akihiro Ehara to fake a murder alibi. We've already closed...
To establish the defendant's motive in the harassment, the groping itself was staged. It was all part of their script.
It sounds like the defendant has some strong hostility.
Ehara got the court to accept his murder alibi by... It was easy to miss, because at the time, Mikoshiba's body hadn't... But we have to admit that we all got duped.
We? You're not even a lawyer. You're a...
Yagami-sensei still has a license to practice.
Forget what I said if it offended you.
My superiors always told me that in his youth, your Genda-sensei was a difficult man. He'd insist his clients were innocent, persisting even in the face of conviction. He was hostile to the prosecution, but it was his sheer disrespect.
Damn. You sure?
Because I honestly can't say I like him.
I'll tell you this.
Can we confirm the defendant himself has agreed to the appeal?
Yes.
But if Ehara really committed the murder, why would he agree to his...
Ehara's objective isn't to get away with murder.
Then what is he after?
Making a mockery of the legal system.
Then it'd be best not to pay him...
And you'd be right. If your priority is saving face in front of the court...
You've got a real attitude.
Sorry, I'm a bit...
So, with this appeal, the defense wants to assert the defendant's innocence by establishing his guilt in a murder.
Wait, before we go on...
He's from the Metropolitan Police. Considering Ehara was on the force, he's not here to participate, don't...
The police can't afford to be embarrassed any further.
Can we have your name, please?
The name is Bob.
And your title?
Think of me as a kind of police... Forget I'm even here. Please.
So much for this meeting.
Allow me to restate the prosecution. We cannot allow the murder footage to be used as new evidence. It's nothing but an online hoax of unknown origin.
Indeed.
Furthermore, if Ehara bears such hostility towards the court, the footage might end up being... Yes. What if the proceedings... We cannot... With that in... With the defense...
Yes.
What about...
We will prove Ehara's innocent of sexual battery.
You mean the murder video? You're no better than the public. Is there any real proof that the video isn't fake? Or are you trying to set a precedent for court sentences?
True. The prosecution might have a point here, Yagami.
What?
The murder footage may not have shown Ehara-san assaulting anyone.
Oh, right.
What is this nonsense?
Ehara's guilt... We don't think there was enough...
There was fiber from the victim's...
That was a trick. It was set up with cooperation.
There is no... Was there perhaps any...
Right. What were the other deciding factors? Security footage? The smartphone videos we kept seeing on TV? Those don't prove the crime either.
What?
We've done... We can clearly see that Ehara killed me, keeping the estimated time of death in mind.
The prosecution's stand... There's too much of a chance it was...
Then we're at it.
That's why
it's still too... Police inspections can be awfully sloppy.
Hey, criticize me all you want, but
I agree.
There was fiber from the victim's underwear found on Ehara's. In other words, the officers...
Well, Here we go.
The card Ehara... That's all...
Huh?
I don't think you have to.
Well... Did you walk up? Then you must know they have a mountain of security cameras covered. But if you went there to look carefully, that's Ehara running, while Mamiya chases after her. It seems as though the whole chase is... That's the victim... Oh, but she knew...
Can you prove
We don't
that?
have...
What?
All we have is that...
Indeed it is.
The prosecutor...
Then the defense should have brought it up, although I doubt Shirosaki said...
The guilty, it was our error.
Stop being...
That is a statement.
Right.
I do. If the court
Thank
was...
you very
However, I too, therefore...
Sorry, son. Think you got...
Huh?
I'll poke my head in it.
Very well.
Bandos.
I don't recall.
Do you know...
Of course.
Any particular reason she's under constant surveillance? It's just you and...
I see.
Ehara, so I have to figure I'm the reason you showed up. You want to know where Kawana is, don't you? Were you finally forced to get off your ass because...
Kawana.
Wanted for You think you can hide that fact forever? Even the cops in the field have their suspicions.
Do they? Officer.
And why did you use thug? Is that how... You knew? Or maybe public security... I'm gonna...
And
What?
Do you have...
But he...
I didn't...
And stay down. Come on.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
And stay down.
Great.
Yagami, that man Bondo.
Yeah,
I see.
Hey,
Hoshino-kun.
Yeah. One of the bosses, Akutsu, came back to Kamurocho yesterday.
He's back?
He's number 2 in the group, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if you're aware, Yagami-san, but RK owns some of the cabaret clubs in Kamurocho. And Akutsu manages them. If a girl makes Akutsu apparently gives that girl a...
How do you know that?
Our clients come from...
So to sum it all up, a popular girl...
But this week nobody was... Which is how I figured out Akutsu is back in Kamurocho.
Oh, well, that makes sense. But where exactly in Kamurocho is he?
That's the part I don't know. RK bosses never sleep in the same place twice. Gotta keep the cops off their trail.
But despite the risk, Akutsu still reaches out to popular girls.
Hey, I'm not even mad. In fact, I'm up for the challenge.
Awesome, Saori-san. If you can rock the cabaret gig again, you can hook Akutsu.
It'd be an undercover mission to infiltrate RK. Super risky. But damn if I don't want to see Saori-san transform one more time! I can't help it!
What the hell's gotten into you?
Are there any bars we know for sure that RK owns?
There is. You remember Queen Rouge, the place Saori-san snuck into a long time ago? RK recently took over the management there.
Queen Rouge. What about the owner? Still the same guy?
Yep, he's still there. One of the original employees. Only thing is, it used to be a classy spot, but they've cut a lot of corners. The vibe has probably changed a lot.
Really? Well, maybe that means I can afford to go.
Hey, totally! I want to go too!
This is no time to be idiots.
Okay, well, Saori-san, you'll need the whole makeover again. I can take point on that.
No need, I'll be fine.
Huh?
Just the other day, Mari-san and I figured out what kind of makeup goes over well with RK. I'll just go with that.
With Mari? Well, counterpoint. I think a man might know better what men like.
With all due respect.
Oh, okay, then can I look at the makeup you designed with Mari, and if anything...
There will be no need to...
sure, but... You know... I'm sorry. We're dealing with RK...
Seriously?
Damn, Yagami-san.
You have a good...
Very well. I can see you mean business, so I'll concede this time. Then let's get to it.
See?
Well, I can't say thanks, Yagami-san.
I'm glad to hear it.
Fine.
Oh, while you... The Koshino-kun's...
I understand.
A confident art?
I can't...
Then I'm with you.
Watch out, Sabi-san.
I passed by this place some...
The owner remembered you.
The undercover cabaret girl of it...
Take this. It's a wireless earpiece. I'll be there in a flash if things go even remotely south.
Got it. I know...
You bet.
Ah, yeah.
Nice to see you again.
I'm fine. Last time you were here. Now, we're just a fast...
Yes.
Keep this on the... So we sold the bar. And ever since they took over, we're just like every other... We don't even make a profit.
But I hear the girls with promise catch the eye of the RK members.
Ha! So you already know about that. Yes, Arcade treats people well who treat their bottom line well. If they notice a special... Or maybe Akutsu-san just wants to drink with cute girls.
Where do girls usually meet up with Akutsu-san?
No particular location. Just depends on his mood, I guess. Ha-ha! But you have your eye...
Can you hear me, Sari-san?
Yes.
So you got in okay. Just so you know, I think I'm gonna
Support?
call... Yeah, so in case...
So... You were... I'm sorry. Oh,
What, so you just
treat this... Oh. So... What?
Excuse me?
Now. You can't scowl like that when customers are here to have a good time.
You little... Magu!
Older... I'm going to...
Well, time for the new girl to show us what people see in her.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
you. Welcome. I'm Kuniko.
I'm sorry. Nice to meet you.
Oh, Sarah-chan. Come, sit here.
Wow, you're beautiful. Oh, the best of the bunch. Man, I am loving this place.
So, how are you?
But, you know, I could make any prosecutor shake in his boots just by yelling, "Objection!"
That's awesome.
Jeez, why is Genda-sensei getting all the attention?
Uh-huh.
Oh, what's...
It's the toughest...
Oh, so it's a certificate?
That's not even comparable.
Kanji aptitude is a very fine certification.
Huh?
You passed your stupid bar exam how many years ago now? And you're still bragging about your scores? Seriously?
What?
Sorry-chan.
No. But there's so much studying to...
Well, your glories
Is this bar exam at Todo University?
It's incredible.
I do.
And lawyers make
Oh, how cute.
This is great.
Yes, please. Thank you.
This is a heck.
Me too, again. I wish I could come...
Oh, you two know just how to flatter us. So true. Hey, in case you guys are lawyers.
We're
Nice
not a-
one. Uh-oh. What? Huh?
Of course
This
not.
is the first time?
Well, I
You're
mean, that's because...
Something does seem fishy.
They're suspicious of, but I just can't. Oh,
Oshinoko.
Oh, yes?
Oh, wait a minute. What about us?
Oh, my. Please, everyone. She's only one person.
I guess she
We can see defeat. I'm so sorry.
please.
Yeah, right. You're a natural at conversation. And so
I learned a lot.
Thanks for the... We haven't had...
No.
Come on.
boss, sing.
That Akutsu-san is already attacked.
Really? No kidding. I hope
So,
Apparently it's... But I'm sure it's somewhere in Kamurocho. And don't worry. I'm told there'll be another cab to take you home.
I see. Well then, I'm looking.
Don't worry, Sari-san. I'm standing by. If you need me, I'll be there in a flash.
Driver, could you tell me where we're headed?
Oh, we're almost there, miss.
We're not leaving Kamurocho, are we?
No. No need to worry.
I think he's driving to the Thug Hangout, the underground club. That's where I met Soma for the first time. I thought it had been shut down, but maybe they opened it back up.
We'll be arriving soon.
Saori-san,
Thank you for...
Arcade, you're one of us. If you would follow me.
Certainly.
Here she is, Akutsu-san. Tonight's heroine, Saori-san from Queen Rouge.
Ah, and I see why. You're hotter than your reputation. Come here. Let me give you some motivation to keep at it.
I've heard so much about you, Akutsu-san. It's a pleasure to meet someone so famous.
This... Well, 1 million yen.
It's a big pile of money for... I'm not...
This lady lawyer came, except she... You see, when it comes... Anybody's most of the eyes. And now... So... When
Well...
You're only...
Oh, I didn't mean for me. It just got worse.
What?
Man.
Wow. Don't make me props rap.
Hold that thought. Because this isn't the whole party.
Huh? The only guy I really want to fuck up is Soma. But I guess... Kaito. Couldn't just stay dead, huh?
Nice work, Saori.
What?
Nothing kicks up? Yeah. Give us something to get the mood going.
Okay. Well then.
Get ready. Let's go! Hell yeah! Here we go! Shit! Show's just starting. Show me what you Show's just started. Hands in the Bring it! Come here, shithead. The show's just starting. Bring it! Let go! Show me what you got! Bring it! Show me what you got! Okay. Bring it! Get let go! Show's just starting. Show me what you got! Show's just starting. Bring it! Show me what you got! Let go! Show's just starting. Let's do this. Bring it! Come here, shithead! I don't know. He moves around more.
Really? He really just another one of his pawns? Just gonna cover for him and obey his every word?
I won't be able to get away, friend or foe. If he finds a traitor, That's why I've always told in this business, nothing beats the...
You serious right now?
He can practically see the future, usually. But Soma, he somehow knew there was no future for the Tojo, so he jumped ship. With no money.
There's no way.
That's what I thought. I warned him. He said the clan was... Then he had the balls to give me advice. Said I should get out too and not worry about it.
What did he mean by that?
At that point, Soma understood. It's true. Well, the Toad...
And that's how you be...
What do you expect? I've been cool with that ever since I joined.
Akutsu,
Public security.
why was Soma looking for Shinya Kawai and Kamurocho?
I don't know.
Why is he after Kawai? How are Soma...
I don't know, man.
Wait.
What is it?
Doc.
Soma work...
Well, right wing. They usually try to find a weak spot in the... So yeah, that's one to infiltrate something. What you get...
You're saying...
You heard what you think some... He couldn't. He'd have to know the Tojo... Yep. And then after he gets out, what does he do next? He makes a place where public security can easily monitor them. That's why RK is still coming to ex-Tojo clan
In other words...
Sure as hell sounds this way.
But it's mind-blowing that they'd install their...
Sure as hell sounds like collusion to me.
Soma?
Why?
He's gotta be fucking... If he's public security and heard all that...
Get your shit together, Akutsu.
Don't you get it? Stop shooting!
Damn it.
So the two shooters were dressed as policemen?
Yes, they're the ones who shot.
They couldn't have been real officers, though, right?
Yeah. I'm guessing Soma gave you, regardless of the—
Get this?
If this really was public security, I can't believe they'd go so far as murder.
No. Soma probably thinks he's backed into a... It'd be nothing but...
I hadn't considered that.
Those fake cops try...
Hey, you think your office could post—
Sure, I can get that arranged.
Shouldn't you guys have...
I appreciate the concern.
Yeah.
Soma's probably gonna head, but if we can track him, then we can do—
Alright, we get it. Let's walk Saori-san back to her office first, though. We'll save the—
Good idea. Don't worry, Saori-san. You should be—
What, kid?